we're still being slightly covered.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that's where you start, just around this corner here, okay. You start applying some poke damage first there as well, and then let's see what we do next. Ideally, your cooldowns, your nemesis, at what area you should you should start using those.
Um, once they've crossed over the first bridge, I feel like they're in a good
Yeah.
spot to use Nemesis.
Most ideal, yeah. It kind of goes the same about your slow, that it's just something to look into as well. Yeah, like any of the cooldowns, okay? If we use them too early now, the enemies, they can just kite around the corner, they will not be affected by most of your team. But let's say we start using our slow a little bit later, yeah, then most of your team can capitalize on it, and then it becomes much easier, okay? So this is one.
So if I like throw the slow behind them as they're pushing in.
Sure, behind them is better. I think you need to first of all start with the timing, okay? So is it the best
Okay.
time for us to throw the slow? Can most of my team be active when I shoot that slow at this point of time? Yeah? It's kind of...
I would assume they can, yeah.
Okay, so they can maybe sort of shoot, but now you're looking at the second step, such as the amount of time they can do pressure. Okay, remember the idea behind the kill zone is we kind of bait somebody in or bait somebody in the area, and then you start using your abilities. They basically have no choice but to kind of go back and waste a lot of time. So let's say like here, if we would be maybe doing it the other way around. Let's say you use your slow somewhere around here when the enemies are committed. Yeah, let's say the Reinhardt is around A position. Okay, now it
Okay.
takes a lot of time for Ryan to just run behind this corner. Okay, or if he's gonna take a fight, then he's still gonna be affected by the slow, which is again good for you. Yeah, there's almost no win for them. Yeah, so this slow is not bad. Yeah, it's like okay-ish, but it can be better. We can wait for better commitment. Yeah, even bigger commitment. Before start applying pressure. See what I mean?
Okay.
So extending the time. Yeah, we waiting for the enemy to cross some sort of corner. Okay, what kind of trigger you can be looking into? Once you anticipate where the fight is, okay, we're thinking once they cross that corner, yeah, for example, here you can anticipate my kill zone is under the bridge, and you was right, yeah, it was under the
Mhm.
bridge. So once they cross that corner, you should be committing the cooldowns. Pretty simple.
Okay.
You shouldn't be using them that much unless something big is happening. Yeah, you see, like now it just becomes way too easy to kite for the enemy. Yeah, it's just kind of the specifics about our previous sim. But now about the positioning, something to add. When you look into pressure, okay, some big idea, and yeah, that's what we wanted to look into anyway, is how you look to play corners, okay?
Okay.
When you apply pressure, when you mentioned, okay, my area is under the bridge here, okay, that
Mhm.
makes sense. What corner you should be using in order to apply pressure on this area? What is the, yeah, what is that corner you should be playing towards?
Either the corner that I initially started on,
Mm-hmm.
or I think inside the building to the left, because there's a mega in there. Also, there's like
Mm-hmm.
things that can break line of sight.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. So we're kind of choosing to play either inside a building. I think can work. This is more commonplace. There's just
Mhm.
almost no option for you to take an off angle at the start. So why not? It can be good. But why we starting playing corners is that we want to be only affected by damage, which is in the kill zone. So let's say like here, somebody goes on you. If this Reinhardt starts applying pressure on you around the corner, that makes sense why you actually getting pressured by him, and like your team can get value. They can actively shoot the Ryan. But if you're getting affected by this and this here, is it really usable? Can your team follow up on this Baptiste, for example, or can they follow up
Nah,
on this
not
Bastion?
really.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, that's why we're choosing to play near corners. We're minimizing amount of threats we deal with. Yeah, we're minimizing amount of damage we deal with. So this is kind of your first big mistake. If it's just about the position, you need to lean towards the corner. Okay, you need to think what corner I'm choosing to play. Okay, so here if you want to shoot right, then it would be looking like this. Okay, pick left and right, shoot the right. That's good enough. You don't need to shoot anything else. Obviously, you want to prioritize squishy members, so it would be
Right.
something you maybe shoot the right, but then you shoot the Genji and you play corner around here. Yeah, that would be the
Okay.
best. And this guy just entered the kill zone anyway, so you want to shoot him first. But now because you're away from the corner, there's a big chance you're gonna take a lot of damage. Which you don't. That's good for you, but there's a big chance you will at the high ranks for sure. Yeah, like, and you did anyway, yeah? You lost most of your armor here, so this can affect your gameplay. See, like, once this guy start pressure, because your armor is lost, you might notice how instantly you're getting bursted here. See how
Yeah.
fast you lost your HP? It's because you traded your armor for nothing, right there. So your armor, it does 30% damage reduction. Ideally, good tank players, they always play within the armor threshold, so it's when you're poking, it's obviously when you use Nemesis as well, it gives you armor too. That is something you want to abuse. You're constantly playing within the armor.
Okay.
And now, gonna be same idea. Okay, we start applying pressure. First of all, we looking to shoot the Genji. Let's think. Is a good target for us to shoot at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
pretty
the only
good.
one.
Okay, so what corner you should be using, so you minimize amount of damage?
Probably the corner immediately behind me next to the boxes or next to the little tank thing.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think would be better corner in the long term?
In the long term, probably behind the boxes.
Yeah, I would say so too. So there are options for you to maybe go here. There are options to also take this high ground. There are options to go around as well. So definitely, I think to the left, to the left box is slightly better. And then you're only gonna be exposed to this damage. You don't want to be exposed to too many angles. See, kind of the rule can be, first of all, I want to be exposed to one angle at a time. That's one. And then second, we'll mention that a little bit more. Is just how you minimize amount of damage. That's what I was saying here, sort of, because everybody is going from the same angle. Yeah, they may be all on the same street. That's common, especially at the if you notice, like the higher people at the ranks, the more space they're gonna take. Yeah, maybe somebody
Yeah.
is gonna go left, somebody's gonna go right. So you're just gonna be okay. One rule: I want to be dealing with one angle, and second rule is I want to minimize amount of damage. So you want to lean towards the corner as well. So not too many people can shoot you. Okay. Now, because too many people, maybe they can start apply pressure on you. There's a chance you might lose your armor earlier. This nemesis is good, I think, for the most part. These guys are committed. And then you start doing that. It's just how you play it. Yeah. See how you out in the open. And
yeah,
now
I'm
let's.
just in the way of everyone just shooting me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's say you want to punch the Ryan. Makes sense. Let's punch the Ryan. Let's not be exposed to this then. Yeah, let's not be exposed to any other damage. Consistently, one angle at a time, minimize pressure. One angle at a time, minimize pressure, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So what's gonna happen later? By the way, the shield, are you gonna get it back when the brawl phase happens?
Probably not because the already ultimate casino, so they can just run right past it and keep fighting.
What would be the best area for you to kind of, let's say, what corner the enemy want to cross before you use your shield?
They definitely should cross underneath the bridge first, because at that point they're either going to be coming straight at me or behind the like through the actual building.
Yeah. Because I see now you actually you get a right idea. Yeah, a lot of times we're anticipating where the fight is. Okay, you're fighting within the kill zone, but just kind of be more specific. Yeah, maybe looking at those figures such as what is that corner they want to cross first. Yeah, once they do, and you're totally right with what you said. Once they cross that corner, maybe I start using my shield because this is good enough shield, but it could be even better. Yeah, just to kind of shut these guys down. Let's say like now, these guys are thinking, there's no shield. Yeah, let's walk. Yeah, it's all free. But then you put the shield and you even separate the healing. You separate the just the enemies in general. And this way it becomes way easier for you to get a kill on anybody. Baptiste can heal. The Kiriko can also heal for some time. That's quite good for you.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now the corners. Well, you play relatively fun. You just see, okay, now it's about if I'm shooting these guys, okay, what structure on the map I'm gonna use. You want to shoot this backline, okay, then lean towards here, or you're choosing to shoot Jungle Queen, which might be not as ideal, yeah. So we probably would go right, but anyway, you want to shoot Jungle Queen, then lean towards here. Yeah, you always deal with less threats, you minimize the damage. What are you exactly shooting? You don't want to shoot everybody. You just shoot one target. That's good enough. You just choose what is that one. Later you might notice maybe you was maybe you was not shooting the best target. Maybe you notice in the long term, wait, why I was focusing on Jungle Queen way too much. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
I could be focusing the back line. Then you can fix that, but it should be something like one target. Yeah, you don't want to shoot 4 people. You just should be active pressure on something. So you force the cooldowns. You force them to maybe run away. Yeah, this sort of thing.
Okay, so focus one target and burn that one down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just choose that target. I think it's much better if you kind of commit to your decision. You think, okay, I'm gonna shoot that person, commit to that decision, see if it works. When maybe you self-review, yeah, let's say you review your game, then you say, okay, I committed to that decision, but is that the best decision? Maybe I should go after something else later when this situation happens. Yeah. Like you see here, is just your focus is a little bit spread. So some of the focus is on Jungle Queen, some of the focus on this backline. But you have to choose. Yeah?
Okay.
Now it becomes way too easy to heal all this damage. Nemesis is good. There's a commitment pressure. Committed. Yeah, these guys are committing. Let's see. It's just one of the things like. When you can avoid burst, yeah, it's just looking after that. When they're using window, you usually expect a lot of damage, so at this point of time you can maybe using block and then cross and then punch, yes. So it's just about kind of the quality here.
Okay.
But you start punching when there's a window in front of you, that's why you get bursted, but that's okay. Let's see. So even this shield is good, I think. You just cutting off the heals this way, so you're forcing this Kiriko to reposition, and now you can kill somebody in the kill zone because of it. Yeah, quite good. That's what exactly you're looking for. Committed pressure, commitment from the enemy. You shut down them. Maybe you can always look into quality later. What is that the best angle I can shut down at this point of time? Maybe it's this angle A, maybe it's this angle B, maybe it's this angle C somehow. You just want to choose who is more active. At this point of time, Kiriko is more active, so the shield was decent. Maybe if these guys are more active, just if this another scenario where these guys are across the corner, probably you should be using shield on them, but it's quite good. Kill the Kiri. Nemesis makes sense. You get a kill. Okay. Let's see what kind of corner you're gonna play next. So this is just early poke. Yeah, you get a kill even. Nice. Okay. Now, even when you in the poke phase, let's say you want to apply pressure on this Baptiste. Now, what is that the best corner you should be using to minimize amount of pressure on you, minimize amount of angles?
Definitely the corner I started on.
Right.
Definitely because I can go down. I can change the elevation. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
able to poke on both sides of the wall.
Exactly. And see,
And plus, my team could see me, so.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's sort of
Uh,
okay. Let's say you separate it for some time if you're confident. I can get in line of sight of my team eventually. Yeah, kind of being one corner away sometimes in the poke phase. It's fine. You have time to run back. So this is your first corner. This is the second corner where they can see you. So if you're one corner away, usually it's enough in a poke phase. So you're starting here, sharper corner. You can shoot this Baptiste fine, and you don't gonna not gonna be exposed to the Skiri, maybe some of the pressure of the Zarya, yeah. And this is always better. So you're not gonna be forced to use your abilities too early. Yeah, you always kind of baiting the enemy. Even in a poke phase, you might bait them to go on you. And then they're like, oh, this guy's weak. Okay, let me try to kill this guy. Yeah, let's say this surgeon maybe. Um, she could be trying to go on this high ground because she thinks somebody's weak. Okay, let's see. Why she went up there, actually. Yeah, maybe she... Yeah, she was thinking that soldier was weak for some reason. Maybe. Let's see. She was shooting... Yeah, exactly. She was shooting that soldier, and she sees, okay, that soldier is kind of low. She got healed, and then she thinks, maybe I can commit. Obviously, it was not the smartest decision by her, but anyway, see what it does. You pretend to be weak when being in a position, and then this surgeon is gonna be killed because of it. Yeah, because there's a lot of pressure your team can do, and they can just use the cooldowns to shut down that pressure. Yeah, like maybe Soldier can use E, maybe Torp can use his E as well. Now she's gonna die. Obviously, you're also shooting her as well. That's exactly the thing you're trying to do. Yeah, just kind of bait them, be
so
aggro.
bait them to come into my kill zone.
Yeah, of course, of course. Your
Okay.
team's kill zone overall. Yeah. Maybe they try to 1v1 you sometimes. Again, not the smartest decision. A lot of times you can just get a kill on anybody as a tank. So, but this scares them. If you use the shield, they're like, okay, let's just wait it out. Let's not do anything. This guy uses the shield. Okay, so this Baptiste's gonna run back maybe. Maybe the Skiri as well. This is okay overall, like, let's say, just in general. The thought process, if you use the shield, and then you can get it back, it's okay. But there should be a reason, yeah? Like, try to wait for more commitment from the enemy. That's why corners is a must, usually.
Okay.
It's like your corner is your first shield, basically, yeah? If we're using corner as our first shield, then there's gonna be committed pressure, and then you will notice, okay, I can use my shield and help myself. Maybe I can even use my nemesis in the poke phase and help myself to stay alive, apply more pressure. That's fine in that case. This is pretty good here. Let me see. So this guy's kind of committed. Okay. Start using the shield. Now, another thing, because I just mentioned you want to play corners usually.
All right.
There's a thing you can be thinking about when to give up the corners. So it's just related to the tempo, and that's what you've been asking is, well, how to recognize when to push, when to go back. Okay, so ideal way obviously would be maybe you play corner, you let this guy even more in just slightly, and then use the shield. But this is good enough, I think. That this is exactly what you should be looking for more anyway. There's committed pressure, they cross the corner. Okay, maybe they could be going even more. So see, like, this space here, corner 1, corner 2. Ideally want to catch them in the middle between the rotation. That is almost the ideal place for them to be at. Yeah, they cross the corner. Okay, they reached a half of the way to the next corner, and then you start using your shield. That's the most ideal.
Okay.
But anyway, this is still pretty good. It's just the question is, when you start going away from the corner, okay, what do you think? Like, when you can usually give up the corner?
Whenever they begin to back off and we start gaining the advantage in the
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah, exactly. Overall, it's about that. A tempo is just about understanding who has more resources in this current moment, so you take advantage of it. And there's just too many factors. You can look. Yeah, there are a lot of factors you can look into. I would start with something like looking at the HP for sure. So, for example, here, if you look at the HP of all these guys, you identify who might be killable. You can identify who is just because they're critical. It's just pretty easy for you to get a kill on. Okay, then you would say, I don't want to play corner here. I can just commit, go in and kill that guy because he is pretty low. Something to look into. Yeah, for example, this Baptiste is low HP. Is it killable at this point of time? Then
Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
I think, and he's out in the open as well because he committed to the kill zone. You can start killing him, I think. So why not?
Yeah, because I noticed he also used
Mhm.
his shift heal already,
Yeah.
so that was already gone and out. So
Yeah.
I knew I had
Mm-hmm.
such an easy advantage on him.
Exactly. So the one thing is looking at the HP. Second one, which I think is pretty big, looking at the cooldowns as well. With cooldowns, a good habit can be just actively thinking, anticipating before each fight what kind of cooldowns you can force. Maybe top three. Yeah, let's say top three cooldowns at the start. Okay, something valuable you can force, and then push. Yeah, let's say you force Baptiste shift, you force his lamp, maybe you force bubbles as well. That can trigger you to push things. That can trigger you to go out of the corner.
Okay.
So you start at the corner, but of course there are some things which triggers you to start pushing, and that goes the same way around just about your team. I would start with the enemy team first, probably, because it's always nice if you have the win condition of how to just disable the enemy team first, rather than just pay attention to your team too much. But later, once you're comfortable with this, identifying top C cooldowns in the enemy, maybe start tracking your top CB cooldowns as well. Okay, maybe
Okay.
if
Because
we.
oh my bad. I was gonna say because like I've been starting to track mostly just the tank cooldowns because that's my matchup.
Of
I've noticed that definitely does help me, especially since
course.
Zarya only has 2 bubbles and that's her entire kit. So it's easy to track that. I try to focus tank and then support cooldowns. I at most I can track like maybe 2 or 3 abilities. So
Mhm.
once those are popped, then that's when I should think, hey,
Mhm.
we have advantage. We should start pushing in.
Yeah, I think this is good to start with for sure. In the long term,
Okay.
what you can look for, the past players like top of 100 players, for example, me, when I'm playing actively, I know every possible ability on our team and the enemy team. Well, even honestly, even top 500 level, not everyone is doing really good at this. Yes, sometimes they might miss on the 1-2 cooldowns, but this is something you can aim for. If you know every possible ability, when it's used, when it's gonna be used, you keeping track on that, it becomes like automatic habit for you, sort of. You're not gonna be thinking about it as much. You just kind of know. You just know, oh, this guy has this, or maybe intuitively during the fight. Okay, Zarya, she's only 1 bubble off. Yeah, she used one, something like that. You're gonna start doing that more and more. In the long term, it's gonna give you bigger advantage during the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was good enough. Okay, let's maybe watch a little bit more. You get a kill, so you can walk past the corner. Nice. So when with this, see, how can we position around the corner if you just shooting surgeon where you should be?
If I was gonna play it better, I would probably be on the left-hand side of the building, on that corner right next to the door. That way, I have a way to back, either straight
Exactly.
back or through the building.
Yeah, exactly. So see, we're minimizing. We're not exposed to unnecessary damage, even though it's just a poke phase. With this, if you're exposed to unnecessary damage, might just get yeah, the enemy might get more ult charge. Maybe you also might get your abilities force, which is not necessary. Just corner as your first shield. You'll notice there are just two structures you can use on the maps. Is something like vertical structures like this, vertical
Hmm.
corners, and horizontal corners like this. Okay. Maybe to give you an example, yeah, just the presentation of all this. I'm just gonna find a video and then we can do a game maybe and try to apply corners. What do you think? You want to do that?
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, so maybe this one. I think the last time we tried Ramatra, the video was banned for some reason. So I'm just gonna find it because this concept is pretty universal. You can do it on any yeah any hero. So I'm just gonna give you this as an example. Okay. Just one moment. I think it should be this one here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is Ryan, I think, but still relatively same concepts. I think let's use as an example something like this. Yeah, maybe this game here. Yeah, this Coliseo can work. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. There's just a lot of corners, a lot of open space. I think even at this point we can think, okay, how can I use corners to my advantage? So right away we can set up at the corner, which gives you an advantage in the kill zone. Usually, we expect the kill zone to be around here. Most of the enemy, they coming from A spot, your team is coming from B, and then you set up at the corner and start pushing when the enemies, they get a really big advantage. So I'm thinking, actually, maybe choosing this corner can work. Usually, choosing corners in the back is slightly better, but, well, you can try to just experiment, be more aggressive sometimes. That's what I tried here. I think I don't remember the exact reasoning, but yeah, I think there was. Anyway, I'm choosing corners and I'm not exposed to any damage. You see what we do with this? We baiting the enemy to rush us. Yeah, if they going on us, then we respawn with our shield. We can respawn with our, like in the case of Ryan, you have shift. You have the Ramattra, you would have something like slow. Yeah, but similar
Hmm.
thing. Okay, most of your cooldowns you're waiting. You're waiting for the enemies to start pressure. And see, this is what they do as well. They start applying pressure, but once they're actively doing things, that's why I think, okay, I can use my shield to kind of negate that pressure, play within the armored range. But once there are a lot of cooldowns used, we can maybe start pushing. We can maybe think, okay, let's start committing. So I think they used what? They used Sergeant E. The Chunker Queen also
She used her knife,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you can start committing, but it's also kind of ideally looking to do it step by step. You're always going from one corner to another. So here I went from this corner 1 to corner 2 as an example. Mm, and yeah, it's just consistent. Corner, going from corner to corner. Okay. Now maybe we notice this Junker Queen is now kill zone. I can respond again. I can respond with the shift. Why not? Because it's pretty killable. My team can maybe answer this pressure. Not all the time. You get a kill, especially with the pin. But anyway, you're looking to do something. You just once they entered, once they start doing something, and that's good enough. Your team still might die a lot of times. You notice, okay, like my team is dead, but it's fine. You constantly looking for making sure the pressure, the quality of pressure can be better. Even at this, what could be done better? I think the corner I'm choosing to play originally, that's not the best one. Usually want to play a little bit towards the back. Yeah, so that might be helpful, but just thinking through all the time. Okay, what is that area I'm looking for? Okay, maybe to give you another example. Oh, this is actually Junker Queen. Junkertown map. Let me see. Can we gonna look at the example of here? Yeah, probably. Just one more. Just take some time to load. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So This is the start. This is the defense. Usually, again, a lot of people they start on the high ground. Some of the cooldowns can be used in the poke phase. Yeah, remember if you can get the cooldowns back. It's usually okay. Yeah, now, when the enemy starts pressure, see how we're trying to isolate, yeah? I don't want to be exposed to any other damage. That's why I can go around the corner. Here, I try to look for the pin again. Why? Because this guy is entering the area. He's actively rushing our kill zone. And now, you see what happens with this. I'm isolated. Nobody can shoot me because of this wall from the enemy team. Almost nobody. But this guy is actively exposed to damage if somebody's up on the high ground there. Yeah, that's what we're exactly
Okay.
looking for. Yeah, I think maybe this is enough. Just, is it clear enough, or should I give
Yeah,
you?
no, that definitely makes sense. Like where I need to be positioning. I
Okay.
just need to look more for corners and less angles to be shot from.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do that. Let's just do a game and maybe try this out. It's pretty straightforward concept, I think. So,
Okay.
should be good. Using two structures. It's either horizontal or vertical to kind of minimize the amount of damage this guys can do to you.
Okay.
Applies on any character again. Really, especially with tanks, one of the best thing for you to think about. Yeah, my corner is the first shield. The enemy starts pressure. You bait
Okay.
them. And then you respond. Your slow is quite good. It's kind of similar to really, even back in the day, surgery. Somebody's crossing the area, you use your surgery. Or like a May wall, somebody cross the corner, I use my slow on the enemy. And same goes for Nemesis. Okay, let's
Okay.
see. Okay, defense.
Yes. Okay.
What do you think? What kind of
Okay.
corner are you gonna be choosing right at the start?
Starting out, what I would like to do is play up here on this high ground, and once they start pushing past this bridge, I want to drop down to right here. And then once they push up to the corner, I'm thinking pushing back a little farther, right here.
Yeah, I think this is good. Let's do kind of deal with one angle at a time for now. Let's think, what are you shooting, and deal with only that angle. Ideally.
Okay.
This is good. One angle at a time. You exposed to the main now, be careful.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine. Still do one angle at a time. Let them in a little, and then you start the pressure. Nice. I think this is looking good. You can maybe force the May Ice block. Corners, corners, corners. What corner are you using?
I thought I might shield to get around the corner. Alright.
So maybe even see like here, for example, inside the room, to the left, to the right. There are always options. Yeah, you kind of go from corner to corner, even when you pressure. That's okay.
Okay, corner to corner, even pressuring.
Ideally. No, it's fine. Yes, even versus the Junkrat, yeah, exactly. You're choosing how to minimize the amount of damage, yeah. These guys are pretty committed, yeah, you can...
Completely lost track of everyone.
That's... well, that happens. Nice. Nice, good job.
I hear him above me.
Yeah, if he's gonna show up, you can just kill him. Just shoot him only, though. He's above the bridge.
Yes.
If he can deal with that first, that's a deal.
Okay.
He's dead.
She's got ice thing. No, maybe not. Interesting.
Nice, it's alright. See what corner you're gonna play next. That's good. Nice, good job. You can kill the Mei later, once she's out of ice block. You can still kill her, yeah. Speak the wall, yeah. Nice, nice, okay.
Ooh.
Now, you playing corners, think what is the more valuable corner for you to play at the moment?
Most valuable corner, okay. Ooh.
A little bit too far, yeah. Just
Everyone came in a little faster than I thought they would. It's unfortunate.
That happens. It's fine. That's fine. You can still make it back to the fight, I think.
Yeah, I'm dead here.
That's fine. That's fine. You can fight for the third point. See, usually fighting for this choke here. So usually you let the enemies kind of cross the choke, and then you start applying pressure.
I push with the choke, okay.
Yeah, same idea. Like let the enemy cross the corner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stop throwing that. Hello.
Try to survive. There's a Maywall.
That is unfortunate.
That's fine. That's fine. You force a lot of stuff this way, and you get a kill.
Oh,
The most ideal if you can bait the Maywall though, so you will not get
yes.
punished as hard. That was good enough though, because they entered the kill
Oh,
zone, so that's already enough. Especially like this rank here, yeah. People
mhm.
not getting as much value. Yeah. It just shows like you apply the concepts, you can get instant value. Okay, think where the kill zone is next, what corner they're gonna cross. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely have to
Yeah. Lamb first.
force them to stay on this side of the. Oh, to the window.
It's alright. Die, but you forced out a lot of stuff. I think it might be winnable. Maybe not. Use Ramble.
Not gonna get there in time for that. It's unfortunate.
Oh, the team is kiting. You still gonna win the next corner.
Ugh,
You
God.
good? Nice.
I don't know. I got lost. Oh, it's farther back.
That's alright. You have good spawn. You have all chances. Just try to farm your ultimate.
Damn.
Okay. They didn't touch. Just focus
Okay.
on attack. Yeah, you still gonna do the same. So you gonna use the
Play corner to
corners.
corner.
Yeah. Play corner to corner, especially when you're attacking. So we just play corner to corner in a way, so you minimize the amount of angles you deal with. You deal with one angle at a time. Ideally, it's always gonna work. You even see in that last fight, yeah, Reaper, and then there's angle to the left. Yeah, maybe we can choose to play instant corner in the back, inside the building. You'll only be exposed to Reaper. This way, you not gonna lose your HP too quickly. Yeah, all the time. So really
Okay.
applicable. Mm-hmm. Usually you're looking to fight for... if enemies are on the high ground, you can push their high ground away of them from the top. I think at this rank people tend to stuck at this first corner around the bridge too much. It's not the best corner actually, because it's just really limited with what they can do. So yeah,
Okay.
you should be able to punish them, maybe take an off angle on them. It's more common the high ranks people hold around the second corner because there are more options what to do on the map. It's just the corner where this narrow spaces between the buildings.
Yes.
Now,
So, would there ever be a reason for me to go around like that back bridge and to flank them as a
sometimes
tank?
it can be, well, maybe on ball, but you're not playing ball, so usually you
Okay.
don't. You just can take an off angle around the left building if you like. Always, it's enough. You don't need to go right. Yeah. Corner to corner, but walk forward. You're a little bit too far back. Yeah. Use this
Okay.
building inside, okay. Shoot one person, yeah. Minimize the angles you deal with. Good enough. Okay, one angle at a time, yeah. One angle at a time, we're good. Okay. Can't push through because you got a kill. See what next corner you use. One angle at a time. You don't have to go back. Just choose the yeah. Okay, that's
Is it
fine.
fine on the corner then?
Yeah. I think you killed them. It's inevitable. Just get your nemesis and get a kill on the BAP, or they may, yeah. And this guy's way too aggressive for no reason. I think you should win this, even though they have coalescence. Oh no, you don't. No.
No.
Maybe I'm pretty confident. Maybe if your Tracy gets a pick, you should. No,
Okay.
she can't. Okay, well, just reset and go forward. They lost some members. It, it's still gonna apply pressure because they lost some of the characters. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's so far out of position for that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You don't have to chase him, I think. You can just go to
Yeah,
the
no,
next
he's too
corner.
far. He's
Yeah.
at our spawn. Why did the tank leave?
Hmm. Well, happens sometimes. Yeah, this corner is usually the best. You can also use the inside the buildings, to the left,
Yeah,
to
this
the
one coming right
right.
here.
Yeah, this can work. Mm-hmm. Usually, if you hear voice line, you want Nemesis right away, but it's fine.
Ooh. So do Nemesis when I hear the voice line?
Yeah, because they gonna freeze you. Otherwise, Nemesis gives you speed, so you can escape.
Okay.
It's always if you hear freeze, if you can use a mobility to escape the freeze, it's always better.
Okay.
It just maze like, especially against stationary tanks, quite annoying. You
Okay.
can do much besides the
No, I don't want
mobility.
that.
Right. This is a good corner, I like it. Maybe you can get a kill. Hmm.
I hear the Reaper trying to go for ult.
Okay.
Oh, I'm dead here. Goodbye.
Just so sad, they used two ultimates. He was sad, go back in the fight. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Nice, 2 kills.
Where's the backline out?
Mm-hmm. You should be the one pushing Adelia. Not the card, but pushing the enemies. Yeah, yeah. You need
Right.
to push the enemies. Uh-huh. Huh?
Make myself.
Nice, good. Destroy the line first. Too many angles. You out in the open.
Yep,
One
yep.
angle at a time. That's good. Nice. Okay. And see, because you play corners, you can instantly hide from the window as well, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Run away.
Okay.
That was good shield. That's good shield, saves you alive. I'll kill the May, and she's gonna wall though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can still kill her. She's no ice block. She's solo. Okay, okay, that's fine.
My aim is so bad.
One angle at a time. Keep one angle at a time and play corners.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Need to push forward because you get a kill. Lamp first. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay, that's winnable.
I get so lost in the middle of fights, I keep forgetting to go to the corners.
That's alright. That's how you form a habit. You just we don't have the habit yet. Yeah, it just takes time. You're gonna be going into games, reminding yourself to pick the corner, and then it's gonna become automatic. You're gonna be playing corners automatic. I'm not even thinking about playing corners. It's just you form the habit. Yeah, that's the same
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, it's gotta actively think for a little bit, which is ooh.
It's pretty straightforward. Straightforward. You think, okay, either vertical structure on the map or horizontal structure, it can be a corner. So even when you're on a high ground, the spiller, it gives you an opportunity to minimize the amount of angles you deal with. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You see, in the long run, there's always combination of vertical, horizontal together. Use that to your advantage. All of those are corners. Use that first as your defensive ability on the map. You don't run back or use your abilities before the corner can be used.
Okay.
Corners first, but then they rush you around the corner. You respond with ability. Mm-hmm.
So would this
Yeah, this
corner right
also
here be
counts.
better?
Yeah. Well, better. I don't think so because you don't have as many options on this. This high ground here where you are is usually better. One of the
Okay.
best. Mm-hmm. What? That's what I'm
She just
saying.
kind of sat there and took it.
Yeah, but then you also choose one thing as well. So see, like you can burst them so quick. So this is nice. Right. Okay, you got a kill. So remember, you can also push up a little
And
bit
push
more.
the advantage a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Because your nemesis is the biggest resource, which allows you to kind of do stuff.
To take the ground and everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. By the way, it's actually no, you can do it with RAM. It's just when you're on this map, when you start on the high ground on top, if you
Mm-hmm.
play like some mobile characters like Diva, maybe you play Reinhardt, you can always cross from top. It's top right towards the top on the enemy side. It's above through the river. Yeah, that one. If you choose on
Oh,
top right, yeah. But on
okay.
RAM you can do that. It's just you don't have as much mobility. But it's just useful to know because you're playing corners to corners, you're crossing from corner to corner. It's better rotation
All
at
right.
any point of time. Yeah,
Okay.
doesn't matter what character you play. That allows you to save resources. You save resources for the real fight, and you also maybe bait them to push you. Always good. Yeah, here you just go main. You can't really reach the top right, but yeah, you can. Maybe this is
So
not.
I
Yeah,
can,
yeah, with mobile characters you can go
you
towards
can just
that.
jump to that. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, even with Rhine pin you can reach that, or with just
Really?
yeah, you can
Okay.
because this is structure is lower to the compared to the building. Yeah, compared to the building
Okay.
in the back.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think this is good. I would just add some maybe additional notes to this, so you're gonna have even better idea on where to stay on the map. So just send me this code, and we can go over another idea which might be useful.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I just need to actively think, hey, corner to corner, focus on one target.
Yeah, exactly. That's good enough, yeah. Corner to corner, you only think about this idea, and then you do it when you practice the same way. Yeah, and then there's gonna be another idea, which I'm gonna share now. You can think about that as well. Ideally, you want to combine it with the corners. So I would definitely start with corners first, just thinking, how can I play corners consistently? And then the second step is the quality of the corners. So there's gonna be another idea, such as,
Ready for battle.
yeah, let's just maybe move to here. Okay, the idea is how do you use power positions on the map? So what power position is? It's a position which allows you to do a lot, allows you to have more options on what to do on the map. So,
Ready
for
for
example, here,
battle.
look at this part of the map, and what do you think? What is that position which allows you to kind of generate more pressure, have more options on what to do when the cart is moving?
Mm.
Yeah, like let's say, okay, the cart is moving this way. So even right at the start, because you usually take the fight on this area, that's usually the first fight. What is that building? What is that position you want to choose to play, which gives you more options?
I think the most options is what it was initially on that balcony. That way, I have high ground. I can skirt behind the other building
Mm-hmm.
for cover. I can move back into the building if I need cover. There's a health pack in there also.
Mm-hmm.
And if they start pushing up, I'd be able to, drop down, play in that corner, or back to the second fight.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's this position here. Let's call it A, yeah? Or you
Okay.
okay, yeah. Exactly right. So you can definitely see whenever you find a position where you can take more angles. For example, you can shoot here, you can go there, you can even drop actually, you can go back, you have good rotation. This is what you can call power position, and that is something you want to usually play around initially first. Remember, I mentioned you can give up the corner, yeah, you can push forward, but those have been things like mostly when you're confident you can get a kill, you forced out a lot of cooldowns as well. That is something what we mentioned before. Yeah. So you don't just always play around those positions. No, you notice somebody's low, okay, let's push them. Maybe you notice somebody is they just use valuable cooldowns as well. Okay, you can give up the corner and push, yeah. But you want to be consistently holding around advantageous positions. So we'll see here. The first point was quite good, but then on the second, you're actually gonna have the problem. You're not holding exactly around the power position, which is what? What do you think is the power position on this here?
See, that I really don't know because the building on the left, there's what 3 ways in and only
Mm-hmm.
like 2 ways out.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like the verticality, the top has a lot of open windows you can just get hit from,
Right.
and if you're on the bottom, you can get shot down from the top, like Junker was doing to me earlier.
Yeah, well,
So
okay.
this one, I really don't know. I want to say it's in this room next to
Yeah,
the
exactly. And you're
like
right,
on
yeah.
second floor.
Yeah, if the question is how do you minimize pressure again, it's through the corners. So you have vertical structures like this, and you have horizontal structures like this. So you
Mm-hmm.
combine two structures and minimize the pressure. Let's say I want to only apply pressure on the street. Okay, I lean back and apply pressure from here. If I want to apply pressure, let's say they crossed. Okay, maybe I go here and then also combine with this corner, then I can minimize pressure. Maybe somebody came here, okay, I can stay inside this. Maybe even here, you can also use that and minimize the amount of pressure. It's always possible, but you choosing the better quality corners now, because you do that, you always have option to go behind them and drop. You always have option to maybe drop here. You have good escape route as well. And you, what is most importantly, you stop the enemy from using that position, because if they do, now they can set up better angles on you. Yeah, now with, if you're not contesting those positions, you're giving them more options of what to do towards your team. So that is something
Okay.
you always want to play around first. Play around power positions on the map. You will see, I think that's how they're going to break through the defense, maybe. But that's why I was saying, oh, this Junkrat is more valuable for you to deal with, because he is holding power position. He has more options on what to do on this map. Yeah, I think eventually over pushed, and that's why we kind of maybe give up that point, but that's fine. Okay, for now, this seems like enough here because you're holding this position around there. They're not really taking advantage of this, but they will start doing that once you climb a little. Once you climb a little, you notice, oh, the enemies, they start taking more valuable space on the map. And actually, the Junkrat started doing that. You see, like, some of them, they already start doing this. Yeah,
Yeah, like he was being a menace up there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the place that I want to take. So
Yeah, you want to take that, and then kind of once they crossed, yeah, they crossed the corner, and then you start seeing, okay, who is skillable? Maybe they use cooldowns. You can use your punch on them. Maybe when you even stay up there, you can still reach the enemy. Yeah, they cross this. Okay, they half through. Remember, we kind of mentioned, okay, this corner 1, corner 2, they're halfway through. That's usually the best trigger for you to start your punching or your use your shield, and you can do it even when you're in a high ground.
okay.
Okay, so this is one that's consistently playing around power positions, and when you attack, it's the same thing. You want to deal with power positions first, push the power positions first. Okay, I think here we did quite good with just like responding to enemy's pressure. I think your Nemesis is definitely much better, slow, much better. Yeah, all this ability usage. Yeah, It's just the matter of quality corners here. You're gonna survive.
So right here when I'm playing around like the pillars on the dock, is that a good position to be in?
Yeah, for the current moment, sure. Why not? So what do? You start applying pressure on this group. You're not gonna be exposed to like this unnecessary damage, which you don't want. You can't shoot. You're not gonna be exposed to this as well. So this is a good place. You can maybe simplify it. I only want to be exposed to the damage which I shoot. Yeah, maybe if this resonates as well. Again, same idea. One angle at a time. I shoot one angle. That's enough. You only shoot this group of people. That's enough. You don't want to be exposed to this. You're also taking an off angle with this, which is good. Again, most of your team is here. Take an off angle here. You force them to look at you, and this does more. Just separates the enemy resources. Now, for example, Ramattra can only punch in one direction. If you guys all stack here, you can punch all of you. Again, not the past. Same goes for any other damage. That's why it's so nice, yeah. And you see, there's gonna be a big chance you win this, yeah, and you do eventually. Ultimate might be not necessary as well. Actually, you can kill the Mei and just kind of live through the RAM, but this is reasonable. Yeah, it just felt like, okay, it's 2v2, maybe it's unwinnable. So, oh, sorry, 3v2. Maybe it's unwinnable because the contesting cards, so it's okay. I wouldn't focus on that too much. Yeah, corner was good. Then see, yeah. So where you want to go right away? The fight is over.
I want to make more. I should have made my way back up into that power position.
Exactly. Yeah. So you here makes it easy again. You just prevent this Junkrat from taking in his face. And then you also support your team. Remember, you kind of, because you being in a power position, you help them to control and just shoot people actively. Some of the attention gonna go to you, which is nice. Maybe using Yara will not drop. Maybe your Tracer can stay a little bit longer. Just be set up. Yeah. And this, by the way, see, like the concept is, well, such, we mentioned, okay, let the enemy cross the position, let the enemies cross the kill zone, and because using power position to your advantage, you can even drop in the back on the back line instead of shooting Diana. Oh, sorry, instead of shooting the Ramattra. Yeah, it always gives you more kill potential.
More options.
This way.
Okay.
Yeah, more options, kill potential. Yeah, exactly. Because we mentioned that you want to shoot the squishes. So what if I let the enemies in my kill zone more, which we kind of didn't. Yeah, you just let you rushed in too early. Yeah, but let's say you let the Ramattra in. Okay, he can be free in your backline, but now you go in their backline as well. Remember, it's not which tank stops the enemy tank. It's about which tank does more and towards the enemy backline? You're really trading the backlines. You're not stopping the enemy tank from going on your backline. It's not your job. You want to be applying better pressure on their backline most of the time. That's why, like, let's say now you wait. Okay, imagine even going with your Tracer and punching this Junkrat. Yeah, such a good kill. Or maybe later you go on this brick as well. Yeah, really, really good. Does all of it make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need to take a moment to actually think about what angles I need to be taking and what's going to give me the most value.
Yeah, for now, if it resonates, yeah, power position which gives you more option what to do on the map. Take it first. Make sure you on that position first. It doesn't matter which map. Yeah, like even here, okay, I can think. So this is again the rhyme, but still same ideas can be implemented. Usually, this map. What was the name? It was I forgot. I always forget the name of this map, but I think it's a Circuit. No, Circuit Rail is another one. But yeah. Anyway, you're familiar with this one here, yeah?
Yes.
Usually you take the right side. For example, you can fight near this hockey player, or you can also fight for this because again, power positions they give you more options on what to do. Or I'll give you an example on something like Dorado, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I have this one.
So it's
Mhm.
seeming like tank is a lot less kind of controlling space and more about applying pressure on the back line or just applying pressure so your back line is just has free reign.
Oh,
It's seeming like that's what it.
well, you controlling space. The way you control space, you absorb the enemy attention, and you absorb the enemy attention through doing all of that. Yeah, it's just the quality of the attention as well. That's what I mentioned about the corners. Yeah, I don't want to absorb all the enemy attention. Why I am getting pressured by the guy who my team can control even. Yeah, so I'm just want to play
Okay.
corners, for example. Yeah, I want to choose to play power positions as well. That pressure matters more as well. You doing all of that in the right place in the right time, your team gets value. Yeah. If I'm on the tank, like in your case, okay, you went after this ram here. While I'm stopping the tank, if I can deal with more valuable things, tank is not really what killing your team in the long term. It's DPS and support. Yeah. So you want to go on them first, and they're easier to kill as well. And this way, you control space better. Yeah. You grab more enemy attention. You force more cooldowns, and you win. Yeah, you really again simplify. Tank is bigger HP pool, armor, defensive abilities. You don't want to shoot the tank. You shoot something else. Do it at the right time, at the right place. Be the right position, and you're good. Yeah. Now we
Okay.
just talked about about the right position for the most part. So you wanna focus on that. But yeah, to give you an example of like maybe the Rado map. Yeah. Just gonna move back a little. Yeah, even with this, it might seem like weird rotation, but you can do it on any tank. Always valuable positions to fight for. The first high ground is the power position you want to fight for, usually. So why not to do this rotation? Goes through the right, for example, go all the way up the stairs. Again, same thing you can do in RAM. You don't play in main. You remember the idea behind off angles as well. It's still there. You can apply it. Once you do it, the attention goes to you. If attention goes to you, your team lives. If you notice the team dies, it's just the quality of the pressure. Maybe like even here I miss my fire strike. Maybe you not gonna use some of your other abilities, like in the case of Nemesis. Maybe you're slow. Yeah. So we're really just taking space, absorb the attention. Now your team can do more, and it's just a matter of when you start attacking. Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
It's pretty valuable. Okay. Yeah, and even on Rialto, I have some of the examples. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's just do this. Sometimes it's not going full for some reason. Okay. Now it's good. So maybe same idea, like let's say second point. Okay. as soon as we took the first point, okay, usually again maybe wanna fight for this first high ground, the power position. Instantly you think, okay, how can I apply pressure on that power position first? Okay, that's why going towards that. Maybe once get the kill on the Winston. Okay, we're fine. We just push the Winston away because he was low, and as soon as possible take power positions because it gives you more options of what to do, not only for your team but also for the enemy. Yeah, you kind of can set up the team here as well. Yeah, you notice
Okay.
the high ranks people fight this place all the time as well. So you here now you have more options what to do. Who controls that power position? They always have a choice. Yeah, maybe drop there, maybe just run back as well. You can always drop at your original low ground corner, but those positions, those are generally better for you.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions, maybe?
So how good of a position would be the boxes just below this camera angle?
The
Like
box is
for in
here.
that position. Yeah, how good of a position would that be? Like saying, they pushed up into the kill zone. I have low HP, but I'm like made walled off main corridor, right? Would it be fine to go around the boxes and play on that corner?
Yeah, you can try. It's just again, how you play it. Like, let's say they enter through here. I think you can totally choose to play here for a little, and that would be kind of your off angle as well. Like, let's say they want to cross towards your team here. Okay, you're playing here, cutting off anyone who's shooting you because you're choosing to play this corner. Should be okay. There's only concern. Usually, this position might be not as good because they can always go here and shoot your way. So it's kind of usually the best position. I think it's either here or here because you can always minimize the threats you deal with. You can
Okay.
you just keep poking. Imagine you being patient. Okay, what this guy's gonna do? If they cross, you just drop on their backline and punch the backline, because you're in those positions.
Yeah, because I'm in that higher
Boxes,
position. Yeah, okay.
yeah, boxes can be good enough as well. It's just if it would look like maybe like here, if you would have a little bit of cover, then it would work. You see, this. Okay, I will show you an example of this position. Something similar. A custom games create settings maps. So Circuit Royale, for example, the first point is good example of what of this concept of the good position, where you kind of let them in. This is a low ground corner as well. You can choose to play there if you want. Okay, I'm just gonna show it to you. Just a matter of can you really isolate and deal with one angle at a time. With those boxes, it's tough sometimes. Yeah,
It would be tough. Okay.
yeah. Like, let's say here, you can choose this wall and you can deal with one angle at a time. I can only deal with this if I want. And if the enemies, so you kind of force them to cross here. This is the kill zone. We start fighting them here. That's good. You don't want to do anything yet. And you're also creating an off angle. My team is here. Maybe somebody at this wall. I'm creating an off angle, staying at this wall. Good enough. Nobody can really apply active pressure unless they go in a room. If they go in a room, then you can always go back this way. So maybe it's kind of can be similar in your case. Oh, I can't just jump. Yeah, so near the boxes, let's say you start applying pressure on the boxes, somebody goes to the right, they start taking angle on you, then maybe you can run back a little and just choose another corner. Okay, one angle at a time. Again, this is possible. Yeah, usually you'll notice the power positions, those kind of high grounds, this is pretty common place to hold because you have more options here. Usually choosing to hold around this corner is good enough too because you want to have 3 fights on the map. This is pretty common. You have first fight here, second fight there, third fight on the checkpoint. You can always maybe go around here, even as a ram, and then just punch people. You can also even play on this wall, as you mentioned. Yeah. I don't like that.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Hmm. Not like any broad questions that could cover like a lot. It's mostly like individual, like, hey, what would I do in so and so situation? But it really seems like it's just comes down to like what my positioning is. I need to find the power positions and play on those more than anything.
Yeah, let's focus on that first. I think that would be the most ideal in my opinion.